give to him. We give to him. Do what we can.
You know what I'm
Rally
saying?
the troops.
Yeah.
All 40 of
We
us.
all gonna be able to. We all gonna be able to fit in one van. Straight up.
Hype News, I'm Symphony Thompson. As we're all still dealing with the aftermath of Katt Williams' explosive interview with Shannon Sharpe on Club Shay Shay podcast,
Nigga, this the new Thanos. This nigga Katt Williams did Steve Harvey, Ricky Smiley, fucking Kevin Hart, Faison Love, Ludacris, Puff Daddy. Am I forgetting somebody? Michael Blackson?
I mean, I don't know. We'll talk about this some other time, but I mean, Steve Harvey's he's always been kind of, been kind of known. They've been saying him in the Bernie Mac thing, they've been saying that for years, because this ain't the first time I heard that, him and Bernie Mac was at heads, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Who else you said? You said with Kevin Hart. I personally, and we talked about this before, I don't consider Kevin Hart a comedian. I consider him a comic when we talk about our definitions of comedians and comics.
Mm-hmm.
So Kevin Hart is that thing. Who else you said though? I really don't know too much about Michael Blackson. I've seen him on here and there. I mean, he seems all right. I really can't say I've ever actually saw his whole stand up or anything. So I really won't comment too much on him. And who's the other person you said? Child Smiley. I honestly never seen
Ricky
him stand
Smiley.
up. Oh, Ricky Smiley. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
I never seen him
Who the fuck did you say?
I said Travis Smiley.
Oh, Travis Smiley.
What the fuck? Steve Harvey look like a fucking turtle on this picture.
I've never really seen Ricky Smiley's like stand up. I know he did the radio stuff where I think he would call in and do pranks on people. I think that's
he wear a dress. That's pretty much the only thing I know him for.
Yeah, so yeah.
Now, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people, most people are backing Katt Williams, and I am too. But like I keep saying, just because I fuck with you and I agree with something, that don't mean that everything you did was perfect. I do not like the way he brought Ricky Smiley dead son into that conversation.
I don't remember that part.
Yeah, he said something like, your son died, you go on the internet. What you call that? Like he was like, well, you wonder why people think Illuminati sacrifice and stuff like that. I was like, oh, you shouldn't have brought his son into it.
Yeah, I missed that part. Yeah, that's not cool.
That ain't cool. I fuck with Katt, but that ain't cool. If I was his homie, I'd be like, you did your thing, but I think he should apologize for that. That wasn't cool. And the kind of man that he present himself to be, this man do a lot of philanthropy. He sent Lil Boosie 15,000, gave Lil Boosie 15,000 to his mom when he was in jail. He rolled down on Benny Siegel in Philly, spoke to some lady who was outside. He was like, "Hey, what's going on with you?" She's like, "Oh, just trying to pay my rent." And he's like, "Oh, you having problems with that?" Had his bodyguard run to the limo, pulled out 200,000, gave her 10,000, and just started passing out tens of thousands, $5,000 to $10,000 at a time to different people in the neighborhood. That don't get talked about enough. I hear a lot. I hear a lot about him helping people. He took over 40 something comics on tour. I love the way he said, "I only take comics that's funnier than me." Remember when he said that in the interview? That was very big of him. And I also like the fact I mentioned in the video that I did. I love how he challenged people at their level. He don't he don't say shit like we can meet up and shoot each other. He say shit like, nigga, we can meet up and have a comedy battle, a raps. I heard him say a rap cipher. That nigga race you down the block, first one to the corner win. He do it all. For real, I done heard this man say everything. He said a basketball. He said him and Kevin Hart could either have a rap cipher, a basketball game, a boxing match for charity, or a comedy showdown. And and even in his beef, he's still trying to be charitable.
Yeah.
That's very dope of him.
Comedians that were mentioned during the nearly 3-hour conversation have responded via social media. By a long shot, the comedians that took the biggest shots from Katt were Cedric the Entertainer, Ricky Smiley, and Steve Harvey. Now, both Cedric and Ricky would immediately respond. When Cedric was accused of stealing jokes, he responded via Instagram. Ricky would reply to Katt on his radio show after he was called out for saying the role of Money Mike was originally supposed to go to him and not Katt Williams. Aside from Cedric and Ricky, there were plenty of comedians who shared their thoughts on the viral interview. And it's clear that Steve Harvey is one figure everyone wants to hear from. People would make this known after Katt attacked Harvey's alleged hairpiece in the late 90s, accused Harvey of stealing Mark Curry's style and sitcom premise, as well as accusing him of lying about his homelessness. Since Katt's interview hit the internet, the Steve Harvey Morning Show has aired several pre-recorded episodes.
Steve Harvey did steal jokes from Mark Curry, and he also stole the idea of working in a school from Mark Curry. Mark Curry had hanging with Mr. Cooper. Steve Harvey had his show where he was a principal. It's the same, it's the same muscle. You feel me? And he never gave that man his credit and never took him on no comedy show or nothing.
Leaving Harvey unable to address the matter on the radio. However, Monday's episode is when he finally got the chance to join in on the conversation. Steve mentioning the Shannon Sharpe interview began after the morning show crew congratulated co-host Nephew Tommy on starting a new season of the reality dating series Ready to Love, where he serves as the host. Harvey would jokingly say that soon accusations will start to form surrounding Tommy stealing the idea of Ready to Love. Obviously, this was in reference to Katt Williams' interview, which would make Harvey's first time breaking his silence.
Hold it, Tommy. So you a comedian, you a radio host.
Uh-oh.
Yes. And now you got a game show? I'm finna go on Shannon Sharpe show and accuse you of stealing my whole damn career. I thought you were supposed to go on there and enlighten people.
Now, in addition to that, on Sunday, Harvey would share an old clip on Twitter showing him in between tapings of Family Feud. Harvey tells his audience there's no need to address his haters because they can just watch him on TV. Steve's caption read, "You don't have to address your haters." Now, at the time of Harvey's Twitter post, he still hadn't said anything about Katt's interview. However, that didn't stop several of Harvey.
I don't like how everybody is trying to paint the narrative that Katt Williams, he trying to cloud up off of them. Steve Harvey was on Shannon Sharpe show. He mentioned Katt Williams in a certain light. That got 8 million views. That was 8 months ago. Cedric the Entertainer did the same thing. I think it was like maybe a million, maybe 2. And Ricky Smiley did it. It had a little traction. My point is this. This man mentioned y'all and did 40 million views in 4 days. He's giving y'all the clout. You're not giving him the clout. All those interviews together where people spoke on him, including Kevin Hart at the Breakfast Club. I don't understand how they are saying that he getting clout off of them. Let's look, check this out. Let's see. Shannon Sharpe, Katt Williams. Now we're gonna go to his shit. Where is this Club Shay Shay? And then you go to videos and then go to popular. Okay, it's 36 million views in 5 days. The next up, 10 million views. Steve Harvey. That was 8 months ago. You see what I'm saying? Like, then you look at Breakfast Club. Kevin Hart. Well, I don't. Let's see. Like, okay, that was 5 years ago. That's 5.5 million views. So this whole narrative about, him trying to cloud up off of them, they need to stop that shit. That's your ego speaking. You know your ego big when you ignore the numbers and act like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody else needs you. When they speak, they do astronomical numbers. Like Katt Williams broke the fucking internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do y'all think?
I agree with David said on.
Yeah.
I agree with Cobra, what his statement was. I mean, yeah, I agree with you. It sounds like Cat's the one that's giving them clout. I mean, we talked about this before. Like I said with the Kings of Comedy, honestly, I always thought Bernie Mac was the funniest out of Kings of Comedy.
Hell
So,
yeah.
I mean, I've never really been a fan of Steve Harvey. I've never really been a fan of
Steve
D.L.
Harvey was a
Hughley.
good host on King Comedy, though. He did his thing. He did his thing. He was a good
I
host.
guess so.
He was a good host on there. He snapped. I feel like as a host, he did really good.
See, he didn't really set himself apart to me as a host. I won't say he did a bad job as a host, but he didn't excel to me as a host either. So I would say he did a decent enough job where I wasn't like, oh, that host sucks. So he wasn't that bad,
Right.
but he didn't really sell himself as a host to me either. So
Well, we're going to touch on this more another day. Yep. All right, man. Banned in America back again. We're about to do this alien video right now. Dive into that. Because we always knew that we wasn't alone.
Number one trending story on CBSMiami.com.
It involves talk of alien sightings at Bayside Marketplace. On New Year's Day, there was a massive police response in downtown Miami. More than 50 young people armed with sticks.
Now, I heard that it's 300 squad cars there. Did you hear that? You heard that too?
I did.
Okay.
And then I also heard originally they said it was like 4 teenagers with sticks. Now it's 50 teenagers with sticks. That's what she just said. Interesting.
Began fighting. Police say juveniles were also setting off fireworks, causing chaos.
So now people are posting online saying that police weren't there to handle a group of rowdy teens, but rather 8 to 10 feet tall shadowy aliens. Conspiracy theories are saying a big creature could be seen standing in front of the entrance to the shopping area, Bayside. Today, the phrases Miami Mall and Aliens of Miami have been...
They love that word conspiracy theory, don't they? But if it's a conspiracy theory, then show me the zoomed in footage of what we're looking at.
yeah,
Right, they cut...
No,
go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, like they cut all the power in the mall. The teenagers aren't smart enough to do that. They would, if they're fighting with sticks, they didn't come up there with tools to cut the power in the mall, to take away everybody's cameras and stuff that from inside the mall. Where's the security footage? If it was just teenagers fighting, where's the footage of it? They're probably making it right now, is my guess. They're making up some footage right now so they can put it out and be like, this was the video after all.
It's just some kids fighting, man. What are y'all tripping about? Look, there's footage right there. It's gonna be 4 teenagers that's on probation. They like, you better get your ass in there and have a fight. Or you going to jail, motherfucker.
Like if there was actual video footage of teenagers fighting, why wouldn't it be out right now? Like, there's no reason to hide teenagers fighting.
And don't all police officers have body cam now? Like, where's the
body cams? All the people's cell phones? Like, teenagers fighting? Come on, man.
Yeah, and then I hate when they use, because most conspiracies turn out to be fucking true. I hate when they say conspiracy theorists conspiracy.
I just hate when they try to make the public seem like we're stupid.
Yeah.
It's like, really? So all of those cops for teenagers fighting with sticks, and all the video footage is just you had to confiscate it for what? Confidentiality? You had to confiscate all the phones from all the people in the mall too?
Right.
The fuck out of here. Like, just call me stupid to my face. Why don't
I didn't even hear about them taking the phones and stuff.
Well, there should be footage everywhere.
Yeah.
Right? Like, everybody's got a cell phone. Every single person, almost every single person, has a cell phone in America.
And you would have to go way out of your way to get a cell phone without a camera. Like,
and you know how much people love recording other people fight. Yeah, some people would have ran, but some people would have been sitting there watching, like, world star, yeah,
right.
beat him. You know, like, let's be real. Like, just stay in reality for at least half a second.
Top 10 searches on Twitter's trending tab. Twitter, of course, now called X. And Google News even has several reports questioning the event.
So we reached out to the Miami Police Department. They issued a statement saying in part, quote, there were no aliens, UFOs, or ETs. No airports were closed, no power outages. Facepalm emoji was included in the statement. And to read up on the story that has gone viral, just head to our website at cbsmiami.com.
Read all you want, but remember, no aliens.
Where's the body cam footage then?
Body cam footage. Where's all the cell phone footage? Where's all the mall security footage?
That's Katt.
You said that's Cap?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Huh. They just basically like, you guys are stupid. There's no such thing as aliens.
It's like the weather balloon thing. It's just a weather balloon. It's nothing. And now they come out 50 years later like, oh yeah, it was crap all along. It was all along it was UFO.
Well, they said that we were being ridiculous about Roswell, and that was a conspiracy theory. And then they come out in 2023 like, yeah, it was real. They didn't say flat out it was real. They was like, I ain't gonna lie, it is a such thing as aliens. That's pretty much what the statement was.
Yeah.
Like, all right, but you've been saying it's a conspiracy theory all these years and making it like, you know, people who believe in that is ridiculous. I remember a politician from a long ass time ago. He said a remark like, people who believe in aliens wear tinfoil hats or something like that, and you say all of that and do all of that insulting, just for 20 years later be like, I ain't gonna lie, it's real. But apparently this is this guy spoke before about the aliens, but I guess this is his update.
He said something completely different and now says something completely different, and towards the end of his interview he says that if you see them aliens, run! Oh, I want to actually dive right into it. Guys, if you're new here, do not subscribe. I usually just do gaming content, Call of Duty, PlayStation, and GTA content. I never do this type of content here. However, if you're into this UFO content and strange and mysterious videos, I have my second channel, Scary Reacts. We're trying to get to 10,000 people, so it would be a pleasure to have you there before we get to 10,000 people. I will link you in the pinned comment, but first of all, I want to play you this clip, and I'm very, very intrigued to hear your thoughts after what she says. Roll it.
Police say the reason this whole brawl started was after a group of teenagers started lighting off fireworks in Bayside Marketplace. Now, this scared many people half to death. It sent people running, and it was after that a lot of these teenagers began throwing punches.
One, if you believe the story. Two, if you...
Man, look.
Yeah, I'm like...
that shit out of here.
So I don't really have a problem with what she said.
Wait for it, guys.
I'm having more of an issue with the scenes being shown because they don't match the scene that's being seen here. In my opinion, like, here we're seeing all these cops. In those previous two scenes.
If you guys are in Miami, I want to know your thoughts on it. What about the body cam footage from the cops? And if you guys are actually into...
Yeah, like...
yeah, that's what you were saying, yeah.
You could just they could put all of this shit to bed by just showing the body cam footage immediately. Like,
that's what I said. If they put it out right away, it doesn't seem so suspicious. if you wait several days and then come out with it, it's like, oh, you just shot some footage and then put it up and said this is from there.
They'd be like, no, it's got to get processed and, you know, we got to go through red tape. Man, shut the fuck up, bro.
The
Like,
big doctor, CGI, you know, they could have just did that shit.
let me ask you guys a question. How could the cops, or maybe it's the city, or I don't know, or maybe it's the state, how could they benefit from this? Are they benefiting by not putting it to bed? Maybe it's a lot of tourists want to come to the scene and see for themselves or something.
Well, the Epstein stuff was just released. It could just be like to distract the public from that. But I mean, there's no fucking telling, really. There's no telling.
That is a good one right there, Carrotus. That is a good one. If they draw this out long enough, people will forget about that list. Like,
this is more sensational because it's now.
yeah,
Epstein was all the way back then when he killed himself. He
All that stuff.
unalived himself.
Not only just Epstein, but the stuff that's going on with, you know, current affairs. People are less focused on, you know, Ukraine. They're less focused on Israel and the Palestinians. When you throw
that
something
shit
in
worked
us-
because I forgot about that until you just
Yeah,
said it.
Yeah.
It's sort of like the concept of divide and conquer, but it's in the mindset. So if you take people's minds off focus, off the serious or important things, you dilute it to something that's almost trivial. It's like you get so many people caught up in that, and now it's aliens in Vegas or aliens in Miami. We gotta be worried, but we don't have any footage, so it's a distraction, basically.
It's like Chappelle said, I ain't got time to talk about oil. Talk about space. The United States of space.
United States of space.
Whatever he said, like, yo.
Damn, that's interesting. Yeah. So it's somebody in the shadows like, no, let it go longer, let it run. Don't show them nothing. The low. If you know, you know. If you out there, if you don't know what the low is, like, you can't be our friend.
GTA actually do that content on here, but if you're into GTA, dog, we better see that. Rockstar better put that crap in GTA 6.
Even when the cop was already there, we didn't see the streets lined up and filled like this with the cop cars and the lights.
Well, they got a ray gun on there.
Yeah.
Flashing everywhere. When the people fighting, this apparently happened after. I'm sorry, I can't show, so I'm blurring because we're on YouTube. This happened.
Yeah, they don't show fighting no more on YouTube.
Really? You gotta go on like World. I can't fucking talk. Warstar today.
Or Rumble.
To see the fights. No? Yeah. I never really noticed that. They showed all that. I just spoke about Israel and Palestine. They showed that shit on YouTube.
I've seen a lot of documentaries that's up with like dead bodies. Like if they show like the Holocaust, they show like mass graves and bodies decomposed. I've seen dead babies and everything on YouTube to this day. It's still up there because I looked up the Saddam Hussein. It was a Saddam Hussein documentary I like, and I looked it up not too long ago. And it's like it started off with a dead baby, and I'm like, but you can't show a fight, and you show me this is the kind of shit that's traumatizing to me.
What was the big thing last year? What was it, Alabama, the brawl, the one over. Yeah. So you mean to tell me they don't show that fight anymore?
Well, you can't see what's going on in the background of it. So doing
the chill, I can't see the dude with the chill.
No, what I mean is doing what we do now with having so many content pages, you'll see, like, put it to you like this. If I was to upload that fight on one of our pages, people would see that it's uploaded and be like, oh, but they let them have a fight on their page. What you don't know is it's been copyright, it's been restricted. So it's not monetized.
Okay.
But people will leave it up there for the views and the subscription. See, that's the benefit.
Gotcha.
Okay.
After yet it still happened with all the police there, and they have this one single witness who, check this out real quick because I'm a little blown away by it.
Jumped in and they started fighting, and then that's when somebody said, oh, there goes the police, and everybody started scattering and running.
the strange thing about this witness to me is that the reporter claims that he wasn't actually there to see it. He was.
There we go.
I feel like this is not very informative, so we're gonna go to the next one.
Yeah.
Boys be tripping up. I'll be right back. This is
He
America.
just tweaking out on the soundboard. Like,
You could shut the fuck up.
And nobody's saying shit.
Those are the angels.
Those are the angels.
Why isn't anyone?
Shh.
Yeah, look. Hey, my phone's shitty. I can't even hear.
It's hard for me to trust shit nowadays.
Dude, they're moving around.
Yeah, that's fucking creepy, dog.
Like with deep fake and all of that other shit, I
Yeah.
can't take a whole lot of shit serious, man. Maybe this got more informative.
I'll be honest, while he was watching the orbs and they panned out and panned back, I expected a scary face.
Oh yeah.
That would have been pretty great. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, they missed the opportunity with that one.
Well, a tweet yesterday saying something like, "Oh, don't worry about it, Ben. Aliens are in Miami anyway." I was like, "Okay, whatever." Right, and then I started seeing it today, just going absolutely crazy. All right, so this is how crazy it is. And this is how now people are, how now, brown cow, how people are just accepting that there is aliens on planet Earth now, okay? I said to my missus, I said, babe, I'm going to have a quick shower, and then I'm going to do a video. She's like, all right. I said, yeah, because, like, aliens have been seen in Miami, like 8 to 10 foot tall aliens. And she was like, when? I said, well, like, yesterday. And she went, all right. Mate, if you said this, if you said this a couple of years ago, somebody would have just gone, what? Aliens? No, can't be. It's got to be fake. What are you on about? Aliens? But now it's just like, all right, okay, make a video then, Ben. And again, Miami. It's crazy, right? Miami. Only in America, baby. Come on. Why can't it be?
Right, you gotta. This guy's doing a lot of cocaine.
Yeah, I was like,
you don't know if this guy do cocaine or not. Like, he give me cocaine. Like, look how he looking up in the middle distance. He like this.
Look like you paused it right now.
He like this shit is fire. Like he's just happy as hell.
You pause it right when he's like holding his nose, so it also makes it look more like cocaine for real.
Yeah, his eyes are glassy as hell. We don't know if you on cocaine for real, man. Don't cry. We just joking. It's satire.
A village somewhere. Like, will I tell you? I couldn't believe it when I saw it all over the news. We knew him as Derek. Derek was a local basketball player. Turns out he wasn't a basketball player. After all, it was a bloody alien.
Yes, Maxim. Where is it from?
What? Why? Anyway, so look, it's a short video.
I don't know, Governor.
I wasn't actually going to do a video today, but I thought I'd have to bloody just show you. Right, okay.
From Australia.
Let's have a little look here. Aliens. Like some people are saying 8 foot, some people are saying 10 foot. Let's just have a little look.
Now to our #1 trending story on CBSMiami.com.
This the fucking video that we already watched.
People armed with sticks began.
Quality. A route find.
It's a lot of... What?
We already watched it.
It's a lot of shitty coverage on this subject.
Yeah, that's how
there should be video everywhere.
Yeah,
there should be new video everywhere, all over the place.
I mean, because when you look it up, it's just all the same video. In 2023,
24.
Well, did it happen in 24? Okay, it was 24.
Cameras on almost every street corner. Cameras all throughout the mall. Everybody's cell phone.
I mean, it's a major
and body
city.
cam, like you said. It's a major city.
And the surrounding stores.
And it's around the stores. It's like, you mean to tell me there were no cameras recording this? Like, the fuck out of here.
We can't leave off like that. Like, let's see.
Right across the street from us here, at Bayside, there were or are 8 to 10 foot aliens. What's happening on the internet with this?
Well, first of all, Dan, I will be a Miami Dolphins fan on Sunday if the Steelers win because I am rooting for a Smitty Bowl.
What the hell does that have to do with anything?
Bro, every video we're looking up, people are talking about all kind of other shit. This is where we at in society today, right? We so desensitized that aliens are possibly here. People have been talking about they secondary channel. People been talking about their favorite basketball team. I think this motherfucker's talking about a football team or something. Like, they're not even taking it serious. Had this shit happened in like the 80s and 90s, like nobody would be talking about. You'd be fired from your job for speaking about anything other than this shit.
It's a distraction. I already said it's a distraction. It's just it's hook bait to see how many people would click on it. Be like, oh, I want to see what's they talking about the aliens. And then it's nothing about aliens. It's like, haha, hook, line, and sinker.
People, we clicking on people, they like, my mom's macaroni recipe. It's like, bro.
Jeremy brought to my attention this morning that there are conspiracy theories on Twitter about police presence across the street this weekend, and it has made me profoundly sad.
Yeah, I went on Twitter this morning, and I saw Miami Mall trending, which first obviously had me concerned about, you know, the obvious things when you see anything trending, any sort of area trending, and, you know, not good things. But then you see this video of police presence that we have here on the screen.
This, by the way, is exclusive video. This is
300 police cars for 4 kids fight. They wouldn't send 300 police cars. They wouldn't send 300 police cars out for 300 kids fucking fight, because they know they all gonna scatter and run once they pull up.
Our video team saw that there were all sorts of sirens and lights outside, and our video team rose up, and that was the functional video that they were able to produce here to start today's show. Is what was
video of
what was happening out here, where there was that's an enormous police presence. That looks like something awful has happened, and you're telling me that the internet now believes it's aliens?
Yep, that's exactly what happened. So I saw Miami Mall trending and realized
he said that like it's bullshit.
I mean,
well, it looks like they're across the street. So I don't know.
Bro,
at this point, is that really that far-fetched? I mean,
humans are arrogant as hell. You think that all this shit in the universe and we the only fucking intelligent life form that's taking advantage of a planet? That's pretty arrogant.
Yeah, humans are arrogant creatures.
Obviously, Miami Mall doesn't exist. So I start seeing this video, and it's all these red-pilled people being like, the government's hiding something from us. This is not.
So now it's red-pilled.
Now there's conspiracies that I was just saying a few minutes ago before we started that this video is actually from 8 to 10 years ago, and the government.
What's happening on the internet?
I mean, look what he's sitting next to.
With this.
Well.
Yeah, that video. He's part of it. That it's been stifled for 8 to 10 years, and that actually, if you look, there's a shadow, a malignant presence in the background that is alien life that's a 10-foot tall, shadowy figure. Sort of thinking like Stranger Things, you know, that type of thing. And right now, there's all sorts of conversation happening on TikTok and Twitter about the aliens that are being kept from us at Bayside Marketplace.
Do we have a plan for the aliens when they do get here? Do we have a plan? Because police is not enough. I feel like there should be military presence. There needs to be something more.
Takeaway?
Yes.
That's what you're worried about with all these people thinking they're aliens?
The aliens are coming. I'm telling you, they're coming any moment.
They may be here.
Well,
I love how they talking about it like it's bullshit when the government already admitted to aliens being.
They probably got paid to.
No, you can already tell this is a group of people who they love throwing words around, like phrases and words around, like conspiracy theorists, just because you don't have concrete proof that they can see. And if you're talking some real shit, they're gonna call it a rant. Like, they very surface people.
When there are unknowns, there are things we don't know that we don't know.
I don't know how that made sense to me, but it did. Hey, people say shit twice and it sound deep. Like, if you don't know, then you don't know and don't know. Like, all right.
Wondering if we have a plan in place other than just sending Miami's finest cops. I mean,
There's a lot of cops too for a supposed possible alien, which I've talked to my people. They've already said.
Did he just say what? Bro, that really just irritated me. Did he really just say that's a lot of cops for a supposed alien?
Yeah.
So what, he think he's supposed to sit a pair of officers out there?
Yeah. To go make contact, I guess. I don't know.
That's all you really need. They really, when aliens come, they only ask for the leader of the human race. So really, you only send one person. So
allegedly, though.
So they doubled it. They sent 2 cops.
This dude, look at him. He think he's spitting facts too. Pump his ass.
That's nothing. Also, there's red pill and blue pill people that believe in aliens, Jeremy.
Not on this conversation if you look at Twitter.
All
but
right,
that's
well,
not the
no,
point.
but listen, okay.
I don't know why we're defending the red pill people.
I mean, we had
facts
an
matter.
alien. We saw it. The Mexican Congress showed us an alien.
They did just both sides.
Look it up.
They did a DNA test and came back with all sorts of unrecognized DNA. We saw the alien. We just didn't know how to process it, so we kept moving on.
This isn't the point.
It's easier for
us.
It's easier for us.
Did he just say something racist?
I don't know. He said we saw the alien. I was thinking illegal alien.
You bogus.
Oh my fucking God.
Hey,
no, it sounded like he was saying like the Mexican government said that they found an alien and that they did DNA research on it, and that the DNA came back unknown.
Yeah, I saw that.
I did.
I don't know. I feel
Is it interesting? Or
no? It seemed kind of fake a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
What
Roswell was more convincing, and that was in the fucking 60s or something.
What country are you from?
Who?
You.
What country am I from?
Yeah.
I'm from Hades.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
I'm gonna slap you.
It's a doll of some sort.
Wait, no, we have alien proof, I believe, this week from Las Vegas locally. I don't know what you expect the aliens to look like, but if I asked you for herky-jerky motions and movements that you might get from an alien in human form, we go to a Las Vegas courtroom, and before you roll this video, I just want the still of how this video begins. And
I know what this is. This has been trending lately.
I don't know. This panel seemed.
Wait, I want to see it. I want to see it.
You want to see it?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, yeah.
That man over the judge's shoulder clearly sees this as an alien on the way here. What you have happening here from former Miami news anchor Jorge Estevez is sheer terror that an alien is coming. Now run this video so that people can see, because this is a couple of days old, but this judge just gets out of the way, Stugotz. And that is amazing.
How you want to fucking see it and not?
I just saw it. It was a crazy person running and jumping.
That an alien is coming.
Yeah,
now run this video so that people can see it. Because,
you gotta see the video where the judge is like, "Hey, you got all this history of crimes. You committed battery, assault, all this other stuff," and this dude is like, I've learned from my ways. Like, I'm a good person now. I don't do any of that stuff anymore."
And then did this shit.
Yeah, he's like, "I don't think I should get jail time." She's like,
this judge
"Nah, I think you should get jail."
That was his response to being sentenced right there.
Now you're going under the jail.
Yeah, I was like.
Now, he wasn't right for doing this, but she was very antagonistic, though.
I mean, really, was she, though? Was she?
Yes, she asked him did he want to say anything? And then as he's talking, she's cutting him off and saying shit like, mind you, I don't fucking sympathize with this guy. I'm just weighing it out for what it is. She's like, "Oh, yeah, what about the felonies, the robberies?" Oh, I didn't mean to cut you off. Keep going. And then, like, it was too much satire for a serious situation when you juggling gavels around somebody's life. And then
I don't know about that one.
hold on.
I'm
Then when
to
it was
go
time,
against you with that one.
I mean, she was fucking being funny, dog. We could look at the video. And then when she was about to sentence him, instead of being professional, she's like, well, I think it's time for a taste of something else. Like, it was too many, like insults in there. Like now he's an asshole. And from what I understood, he had a lot of domestic violence in his background. So fuck this dude. But at the same time, you got to be professional, man.
From what I've seen, it wasn't just domestic violence. This dude had like 12
robberies and shit. That's in his
historic
background.
charges. Yeah, in his background. I mean, like 12. And he's like, you know what? I've learned from the error of my race.
Right.
I'm like 12.
That was bullshit. I mean, I get all of that. But to talk shit and listen.
Yeah, Cobra saying he should have went to jail, but she should have been professional while sentencing.
Listen, don't worry about it. The alien shit, I don't like these alien videos. Check out Bruce
around
Willis.
this guy whatsoever. I mean, he leaps over the fucking bench. This is just absolutely, I mean, and it's great form.
I was about to say, he gonna say something like he got hops. That's all I was waiting for.
It was great. It was great form though.
That's
like,
what's so funny. It's like, damn, we cleared that shit like it was
shit like
Olympics.
9 feet high.
And he had 3 prior violent felonies. He mostly domestic stuff. I mean, I'll be honest with you. The guys that I represent who are charged with domestic cases, I don't like them. I don't. First of all, there's no reason to put your hands on anybody really, unless you're protecting yourself. And with women, there's never a reason to put your hands on a woman. I said that all along, and I'm never going to diverge from that. So guys, if you're going to complain about, oh, maybe there's a reason, no, there's never a reason. You don't put your hands on a woman. But guys who do that kind of shit are.
Do you agree with that? That there's never a reason?
I don't agree with that. No, I don't agree with that.
I was like, what if she hit you? Hey, no, you get it right back.
He's saying what he think is right. I don't think that's the right message to put out. And let me tell you something. The only time you hear somebody putting a message out like that is usually a man or a woman who think that women have the carte blanche to do whatever the fuck they want to do in society. I'm going to tell you who you're not going to hear that from. A woman with a son. Because nobody wants their child to be abused.
Mm-hmm.
I know damn well my mama don't want no woman beating on me.
We didn't raise you like that, son.
You stupid, ungrateful ass bastard, you. Shit, hell no. She don't want me to beat no woman to no bloody pope, but everybody. I think that people should start just saying everybody keep their hands to themselves instead of saying there's no reason why a man should put his hands on a woman, because then it's like a dog whistle to women, like, well, no matter what I do, you shouldn't put your hands on me. Like, it's sending the wrong message. Everybody keep their hands to their fucking self. Period.
That's a much better message.
Keep your hands to yourself. Period. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or what? Pains in the asses. They're just awful. They never take accountability for anything. They want the moon. I could have done this myself, blah, 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 fucking blah. But people who are kind of crazy.
Imagine having a client telling you that I could have did this myself. That shit cracked me up.
Crazy and violent are also a little unpredictable. And so, and when you're in court, you show up to court neatly dressed. You show up to court, polite, on time. And the 3 key rules for
Hi, Bruce.
Federally, you kind of do. You can have self-surrender federally, but in the or sweatshirt, whatever. So he doesn't. But he's not dressed in prison garb.
Bruce is real big on looks. Like I've heard him talk in a lot of fucking videos, and he's real big on you having a tie, being clean cut when you come to court. And I've seen
That's
him
traditional. Yeah.
But I've seen him judge, men who wear suits on their suits. Like he always roasting Rudy Giuliani. You know what I'm saying?
Well, because there's like a set of standards, even when it comes to attire. So yeah, people recommend, like during an interview, they recommend you wear a suit and a tie and things. But they also recommend like a certain color, you're not supposed to wear certain socks when you wear like a suit and tie. If you wear a certain shoes, they have to go with a certain pair of socks. That's kind of the way. My parents from the old school, so it's kind of less how I was taught. Like, yeah, you wear black or brown socks when you wear dress shoes, when you wear dress slacks, like certain colors. Colors represent different things. Like if you want to wear like a green suit or dark green suit, that represents you coming in with like money, because green represents money. So you should wear a green suit when you're about a business, like especially when you like starting like your own business. You don't wear white after a certain times of the year. It's a lot of nuances, I guess.
Yeah, I don't. You know what? Some people may think what you said is ridiculous, but I'm not gonna lie. If somebody came to me looking for me to invest and they wearing a suit that's nice, but the socks are like 8 different colors, and they say to me, "I'm come here to party," I'm gonna be like, "Yeah, I don't know." Like,
or they're wearing white, like gym shoe socks, and they slippers.
That's a red flag. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a red flag.
It's a traditional mindset. Like there are things now that kind of break away from those like traditional sets, but I mean, you still, when you think about like corporate America, most corporate America are still like Caucasians over like 45, 50 years old. So they still have that mindset of traditional. Now, you might have a new company with somebody younger now. They may kind of change it up or shift it a little bit. But majority of the time, it's still like a 50-year-old.
But even if you changed it because you're young and all that other shit, how fast are you gonna take that person serious that's wearing the same fun shit as you? You know what I'm saying? Like you might be like, this nigga got on the same shit I got on. He talking about getting him $50 million for a hedge fund. Fuck this dude.
Well, they might take them a little bit more seriously than like Carrier said, somebody coming in or with like gym socks or something and gym shoes with some slacks. So.
So let's see what he has to say.
I don't see a suit on, by the way.
He got Biggie on his shirt.
Yeah, that's red flag.
And rest in peace, Biggie. He did.
Rest in peace.
He did.
Don't ask me for shit.
He did beat bitches up.
You can't really hear what the it's his lawyer that's speaking, but he's pleading for him to get probation. When you have a case where your client's kind of, I don't want to call him irredeemable, but has such a bad past that it's really unlikely, it's tough to get up there and make that argument.
His lawyers stand far away from him.
I appreciate that, but I think it's time that he gets a taste of something else because...
I appreciate that, but I think it's time he gets a taste. He gets a taste of something else. That's kind of antagonistic. And keep in mind, well, let's go back and just look. There are no deputies around this guy whatsoever. None.
Look, everybody looking down. They in their phone. They think it's a regular day.
They think it's a regular day.
The fucking sheriff up there looking at some fucking files and some bullshit. Look at the guys behind them.
Photos. Yeah, they looking at their phones.
The only motherfucker in this room that know what's going on other than this guy is his lawyer. His lawyer's like, this dude's a fucking psycho. I don't even want to be next to this motherfucker. Look how far. If he could get away with it, he would stand even further away.
Yeah.
But that will make a scene. So he is close as he can be and still be comfortable.
There should be, and you know what? Sometimes that's how you know you're.
I'm sorry, man. Hey, one more thing, right? The nigga behind, okay, so you see him right here. Look at the chick right here. This nigga sleep. He do not know what's about to happen.
No deputies around this guy whatsoever. None. There should be, and you know what? Sometimes that's how you know your client's going to prison, because all of a sudden the deputy's there in the fucking courtroom and they're going to take him away. So if you're standing there and there's deputies on either side of you, your client ain't going home. He's going to prison. But so there's no deputies right by him. That's a mistake. The judge knows she's going to sentence him to prison, right? And she knows he's a violent guy. But I mean, according to his own words, he's not a rebellious person. Well, let's just continue on.
You say what?
I said you could trust him, right?
Right.
His own words.
Now, did you see the deputy that was sitting there? There was a deputy in the courtroom, but he wasn't anywhere near this dude. And he's behind a fucking desk. So, I mean...
And he's looking down.
Courtroom security is paramount when you have a violent person in the courtroom.
Time that he gets a taste of something else, because I just can't with that history. In accordance with the...
And she's very cavalier about it. And she says, I think he needs a little taste. That just does not sound good. I don't like that wording, but it's not terrible, but...
Laws of the state of Nevada, this court...
He could have been thinking, like, I'll give you a taste.
Okay.
Oh, he might actually
Fuck
say that.
Bitch. You know, I had a...
Oh, Bruce Rivers said it, I think.
That just does not sound good. I don't like that wording, but it's not terrible, but...
Laws of the state of Nevada, this court...
Okay. Fuck that bitch. You know, I had a sentencing one time, and my client says, fuck you, bitch, to the judge as they were hauling him away because she gave him prison time. And then the judge turns around and says, I've been called worse. But look at this athleticism of this defendant.
It's like an Olympic hurdle. He just shot.
I mean, he
I wish I was there. I'd have wrote an 8 on the card or some shit. Like for execution, you get an 8.
Leaps over the fucking bench. This is just absolutely, I mean, and it's great form. I mean, look at this. I mean, he's full on in the air, doing a Superman or what you call the Western roll. It's not a Fosbury flop. And he's going right after that judge. And where's the fucking deputy? There's nobody around.
He was whooping her ass.
Nah, that's just she only got minor injuries.
He was whooping her ass. That don't mean that he fucking busted her up bad. He was kicking her, punching her, hitting her, clawing at her. He threw her down. He dove on top of her. I mean, granted, the secretary next to her whooped dude ass real good, but he wasn't paying attention to him.
Yeah, because I think if it got worse, I think they would have gave him way more jail time.
He didn't get sentenced.
He didn't get sentenced?
No, he's got 6 more charges. You got to go to court for that.
Oh, yeah, not yet. Yeah.
He's going to get a long fucking time for that.
Yeah,
it's a wrap.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But he's a better person, and he's learned from his mistakes, so he should.
I'll bet you them deputies paying attention next time too.
I bet you they will.
She like she gonna be like Charlie Murphy. Like, I bet you he don't disrespect like that again. He on some Rick James shit in that courtroom, man. Wrong.
Okay, let's just say he lost his argument. Let's just say that was not persuasive to get the judge to reconsider her sentence.
That was not persuasive.
I think it was persuasive.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that wasn't persuasive.
I think getting your ass beat is kind of persuasive.
Man, and she's supposed to I don't know if they're gonna do it or not, but usually when stuff like that happens, she has to back away from the case.
Oh, because she's
she's
emotionally
so,
invested.
Yeah. I can get another judge. All they got to do is
he
show
really
this
is
footage and be like, "Oh yeah, double jail time for that shit."
Well, I don't know. If Bruce Rivers was the judge, he might not give him as much time because I feel like her words was antagonistic as hell. Like she was cutting him off when he was talking and saying his
But
last.
he said that wasn't that big of a deal. So
He said that about that. Cutting him off was rude as hell.
She was very nonchalant about taking away his freedom too.
Yeah. See, sometimes just because, like I say, I always say, and I think I'm gonna say it a lot on here. Just because I disagree or agree with somebody, don't mean I don't have something else to say. Like she's not 100% right. I bet you her ass don't be that antagonistic no more. I bet she'd be a little bit more professional because what he introduced to her is you don't know what the fuck may happen for your words.
I bet you she have 4 deputies in the next time she gets ready.
Well, I think she got a taste of what a lot of people need. I think in our current society, as dangerous as everybody makes it out to be, I think people have an assumption of safety because they're walking through society and they don't think anything bad will ever happen to them. And she just learned that just because you're a judge doesn't mean that bad shit can't happen. I think she will change.
You saw how her ass jumped. You talking all that shit. She was trying to run up out of that chair.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see it that way. I mean, she'll change in the fact that I think, like I said, I think she'll make sure she has the right deputies before she say anything like that again. But I think this probably promotes her attitude, like what she said. I think he should get a taste for whatever it was. I think that will probably make her even more prevalent in saying something like that next time. She'll just make sure she has protection when she says it next time.
Hopefully she don't get shot next time.
I'm telling
There's
you.
a lot of crazy people. Well, you could put somebody away for 6 months, and when they get out, they might come shoot you because of what you did in the courtroom. There's a lot of nuts out there.
And that's just for sentencing them. Now, all the extra wording don't need to be said, bro. Like,
I agree. I don't think she should have said that. Like, I do think that's kind of provoking them, but I don't think that's going to change.
We gotta get to the part where, cause hold on, let me see if he gonna show the part where she was talking all that shit when he was doing his closing statement.
After that fucking judge, what did the judge do? The judge just sentenced him, but the judge definitely should have known that this guy was violent. I don't remember what the actual, and this is in Clark County, so it's in Las Vegas, Nevada. But there's just no reason to not have guys around him when he's sentenced.
Oh, that dude is weak as hell.
Judge.
That dude with that suit on, he's like, stop hitting her. He exhausted. Well, I did what I could.
And then you got all these people standing around in the fucking the courtroom, they're just kind of watching dumbfounded. Hey, I want to remind you guys too.
You should put that clip with Chappelle when he's dialing and he's looking confused.
Business step one.
You know what? I'm sure what I'm talking about.
Consecutive. He got picked. The defense. Blah. There's a reason. No, there's never a reason. Way to remotely county. And he had 3 prior violent felonies. He mostly domestic stuff. I'll be honest with you. The guys that I represent who are charged with domestic cases, I don't like them.
I'm surprised he didn't.
I'm embarrassed. I just know he got a revolver on his desk.
An issue about whether he's going to get probation or whether he's going to prison. There was a violent affray.
My fault. He's got revolver. He's got pistol cufflinks too. He always used to talk about them.
When you do that, there's always a risk of an outburst. So you need what was going to happen in terms of her sentence. She knew she was going to recommend prison, not.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised he didn't cover that part, huh? Hold on.
I think it's time that he gets a taste of something else because I just can't with that history. In accordance with the laws of the state of Nevada, this court.
Damn. I ain't gonna lie. Yo, this boy gonna be hell. Yo, when it come to prison ball, when it
Pops.
come to that 1 hour day that they get outside, oh, that boy gonna be hell. Look, he giving her the beats. Look at Brian. That's a kick. I ain't gonna lie, these other niggas weak as shit. Oh, nah, he punching the shit out of somebody. This nigga said, this is a definition of minding your damn business, man. Listen, I got paid. Yo, you know what this nigga looking like?
He was like,
it's a real his lawyer. Like, I knew it was gonna come to this. He looking around like, he looking around like, didn't I tell y'all he was crazy? Did I? But y'all didn't believe me, right? That you see, like that's how he looking around. Look how he just looking around smirking. He like, yeah, I told y'all.
I got paid. Yo, you know what this nigga looking like? It's the reason why I'm a public defender, nigga. I'm a public defender. I'm not here to defend the judge. The judge gonna get her ass beat. She probably need her ass beat because she over here thinking that she thinking she Judge Judy. And I ain't gonna lie to you, some judges do be having like they think this shit comic view. They think they shit Def Jam comedy like or some Def Jam comedy jam tour shit like, yo, bruh, you about to give a nigga 20 years? Ain't no cracking no jokes, no little innuendos. Like, bro, like be serious with that man. Yo, yeah, he about to get a taste now. Giggling. No! Nigga jumping over yo, stop playing. You stop playing. I'm sorry. Now, granted, I don't agree with what homie did. Like, don't hit the judge, don't learn like that. But I understand. Sometimes these judges think they on TV, man. All these judges on their Creflo Dollar shit. Everybody want to be like a judge who's like an actual, supposedly impartial.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody with that shit, man. You gotta have some tact, bro. You know?
Yeah, if you trying to reduce your jail time,
now if you talking shit, I get it. Like it's a case here. I won't say who, but it's a case here where a guy got he got sentenced to 10 years here in Chicago. And they asked his ass, was there any last things he wanted to say? And he said, 10 years ain't shit. I could do that standing on top of my head. And the judge was like, well, cool. I'm going to give you 10 more to put you back on your feet.
Damn.
That's his own problems.
And that was him talking shit. He deserved that. You know, you want to feel sexy. I didn't hit the gavel, stupid. So court is not adjourned. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Authority figure, but also have a personality with it. They got jokes. Ain't no joke, nigga. The fuck you talking about?
I appreciate that.
Okay, let me read what happened. Let's say Deborah Reddin, the man seen leaping over the Las Vegas judge's podium days ago, has been hit.
His name even fucked up.
With 6 felonies on top of the charges he had initially appeared in court for. Please tell me he was going to go away for 2 years before this, because if you were going to get probation and you did that, you dumb as hell. According to New York Post, he was charged with coercion, with force of threat and force, with threat of force, extortion, intimidating public officers with force or use of force, disregard of safety person, blah, blah, blah. They said he's facing 7 other counts of battery against a protected person.
And he was also trying to intimidate the woman who pressed charges on him. So fuck this dude.
Yeah,
you know
fuck him.
But I'm just saying, you don't be in there cracking jokes and shit like that when you juggling gavels around somebody's life, man. You can't, you can't be like, you thought you was whooping ass, but I'm about to whoop ass in this, and then put your glasses up and sentence him to 20 years. Like, you can't be doing all of that. Like he said, man, you get you a fucking show to do that shit, bro. This is real life, you know?
As reported previously, he'd appear in court for his sentencing in relation to an attempted body.
I was just
This is a black person that wrote this fucking caption. It's an attempted
A
body.
black
You mean
person,
like an
black
attempted
person
murder?
wrote that.
An attempted body. Like, that's crazy. In relation to an attempted body with substantial bodily harm charge. Before the judge could hand over the sentence in its entirety, the lawyer reportedly asked that he be granted probation as he suffered from schizophrenia and bipolar disorder. Once the judge denied the
that's
request,
fucked up.
he leaped over a podium and reportedly injured a marshal. Let me see if I can get. I need some more info on
That
this.
dude down there said free, bro. That's so funny.
Oh shit! Hello.
Felony is a.
Basically, I would like to tell the courts.
Yes.
This him speaking.
All right, you get 20 years. Get out of here. Like, yo, they cold in court, gang. Like, you black as hell, you in there broke. Like, bruh, they don't care about you. Like, unfortunately, the justice system really only favors definitely people are white a little bit more, but it favors people who are rich a lot more. Trust and believe, okay? All right. So let me see what they ask this nigga.
I would like to tell the courts and everyone here, like, based on my criminal history, like, I feel that, like, I shouldn't be, like, sent to prison for a second time.
Have you looked at your criminal history? Have you looked at your criminal?
Have you? Oh nah, I see why he hopped over the bench. Yo, this is my time to speak. You said if I want to say nothing, this like yo, why are you interjecting? Yo, let me get my BS off, and you could say afterwards.
He look mad as hell right there too.
Bro, let me ask you guys a question, especially Sapien, since I feel like it's a little bit preposterous. When the last time you seen somebody get cut off on their closing statement? This guy has mental issues. He has
allegedly.
When he was talking, he was flipping his hands and shit.
I was just about to say that nigga got
seemed
mental
off.
issues, bro. He's got mental issues. Come on, man. You can't treat everybody like they Kanye saviors. You got to stop that, bro.
Man.
This motherfucker got mental issues, bro.
Of beating and battery and whatever else. Well, 6 charges. And then now all of a sudden, I gotta be careful if I'm the judge because he got 6 battery charges and he feels like he should only get probation.
No, I'm just saying. No. I'm just saying, know your audience. Like, why would you even try to be witty with somebody who has mental illness?
Like I said, she should have had her deputies. When the dude went out in the first place, she didn't have her deputies. That's what I said. I don't see her changing her stance other than having more deputies present the next time.
Well, she's stupid if she do
Yeah,
that.
a little respect goes a long way.
Yeah, man. Like, you cutting the nigga off. Look how he, like Kara, they say, look how he looking. He like, hey, this a bitch.
Right.
She cutting me off. I'm trying to, what the?
Yo, let me get my BS off, and you could say afterwards if you believe my BS.
I gotta waste all this time.
Have you looked at
you want to say some bullshit that you know you're going to jail for?
But it's his right though.
Yep. You're supposed to follow the proper procedures.
It's his right. Come on now, Sabius. It's his right. Listen, we know he going to jail anyway. We don't have to say all of that.
Yeah, so why I gotta waste my time? You know you're going to jail. You got 6 charges against you. You've been in jail before. Now all of a sudden, because you got the right to speak that you don't want probate, that you don't want a jail time, I can't say, hey, you haven't looked at your history.
But I'm just saying, do you really want to go back and forth with somebody with schizophrenia?
That's alleged, man.
Sabius. Come on, man. If this nigga,
everybody say when they in jail, they bipolar or they got some sort of mental. I'm just saying, not everybody 100%, but a lot of people tend to use the excuse like I wasn't in my right mindset. I was temporarily insanity. I was bipolar. There's always this excuses. He been in jail before. He got 6 felonies against him. He obviously knew he didn't want to go to jail. To me, he got enough sense.
I knew that was coming. As soon as he said that, I'm like, he better go into how he got enough sense. Man, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to know you don't want to go to jail, bro.
If he was that fucking touch, he'd have been like, jail? What's jail? Yeah,
And they
5
probably not
times.
medicating the nigga right. I don't know, man. That mental health shit. Somebody
I'm
not
not
having
feeling
control
that
of their shit.
I think you should still face the consequences of your actions, even if you do have a mental illness. However, I think as a professional, you should not antagonize somebody who has a mental illness because you don't know how they'll react.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, he looked like he look.
Have you looked at your criminal history? Have you looked at your criminal history?
I actually just, I looked at it.
I mean, you lived it, I suppose.
I just looked at it. Yeah.
All right, you see? I told you. This judge thinks she got jokes. Well, never mind looking at it. You lived it. No, yo, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me right now. Like, right now ain't time for to be playing. Like, this judge in there thinking she a comedian. She thinks she Katt Williams. You not Katt Williams. You not no Wanda Sykes. Man, stop playing with me now. Like, you said it was my turn to speak. Let me make
And it's not Wanda Sykes. That was Wanda Smith that Katt Williams roasted.
my lies. Let me get a sob story. Let me get my song off, and let me cry that you could try to give me something less. If you don't go give me something less, fuck it. But don't sit here patronize me and then cut me off trying to crack your corny jokes.
Another thing, he don't even really seem scared right now.
He what?
He doesn't seem scared. Like usually,
He seemed like he finessing.
Right. Like usually, if you're in front of a judge, you think you're going away. You'll be like kind of apprehensive. He just like,
Yeah.
hey.
He definitely give me psychopath vibes.
Felonies are gross, 9 misdemeanors, multiple.
What the hell? Bro, you said it was my turn to talk. Hold on, check.
She's reading his record in his closing statement.
Can I go back? She said it was my turn to talk. Why you reading out my criminal history when it's my turn to talk?
Courts and everyone here, like,
Pronounce sentence?
So basically, I would like to tell the courts and everyone here, like, based on my criminal history, like, I feel that, like, I shouldn't be, like, sent to prison for a second time.
Have you looked at your criminal history? Have you looked at your criminal history?
I actually just, I looked at it.
I mean, you lived it, I suppose.
I just looked at it,
Yeah.
And,
3 felonies are gross, 9 misdemeanors, multiple DVs. Got a lot going on, sir.
yeah, I just figured, like,
Battery on a protected person, robberies,
Every time he starts to talk, she cut him off too.
attempt home invasion. Go ahead, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I was just.
Yeah, you did.
Karen, didn't you say what my final words were till I had to leave or you had to make a decision? I try to paint my, like, the point of you telling me that is for me to lie. I'm going to cap it up. I'm a good person.
Why are you telling me that?
I'm like, don't send me to jail. I try to start telling you and lie that I'm a good person, and you cut me off and then remind me that I'm a piece of shit. Well, if you want me to be a piece of shit, let me show you what a piece of shit does. Plus, Biggie's on the shirt. You know what Biggie's saying, man? Listen, I got a story to tell, man. Beat that bitch's ass.
Attempt home invasion. Go ahead, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I was just.
I just figured, like, I'm in a better place in my mind, my mental health. I have a support system. I just got hired as a Teamster for, the union, making $20
Yo,
an hour.
what the? Nobody hired you to be part of the team.
I'm not feeling this shit, man. I'm like, this fuck. You broken the law and all this shit, but I gotta keep the law in mind.
Nigga, fuck that. If that nigga got hired by the Teamster Union, I give up on life.
Well, that's Karen's shit right there. You know what Teamster Union?
Hey. Allegedly. Allegedly. We what, bitch, if you pull that again, we dropping the address to your job. We doxing. We doxing your ass.
Well, I didn't say anything. I said Karen's for the Teamster Union.
I know that, bro. That's an insult. Like, he should not be a part of.
I want to know,
I'm not saying he's great. Like This is greater than him as a human, but he definitely should not be a part of anything remotely close to what he's a part of.
I want
All I'm
to
getting
know
at is-
what union he worked for that paid $20 an hour. I wanna know. That means the people been fighting for decades to get $20 an hour. Sound like some bullshit to me. Sound like some bullshit. That's all I'm saying.
All I'm saying is, why does she have to follow the line and do all the shit where
She's a judge.
Say, bitch, you gotta be respectful, man. You can't just,
That's literally her
wasting
job.
my time,
bro. They don't cut off serial killers and fucking shit like that. Like you cannot cut. It ain't about wasting your time. It's part of your job.
You wasting my time.
It's part of your job.
if I have
Everybody has the right to a closing statement, bro.
Fuck that. I do interviews, and if you waste my time doing a fucking interview, I'm gonna be like, okay, you waste my time? I'm gonna waste your time too. Yeah, or I'm gonna speed this shit up. You're not getting hired because you wasted my time with some bullshit. So go find another job. Let's just make this shit a simple process. We ain't gotta cut through all this shit. You ain't gotta make no long history saying why you deserve this job and why you deserve this shit when you wasted my time in the first place. Why even bother? It's like one quick story. I was interviewing somebody. He said that, let's just say, he said that, he sold drugs during the interview. I'm like, why are you wasting my time? If you sell drugs, you obviously make more money than this job's going to pay you. So why waste my time? Thank you for your time. Please go look elsewhere because this is not the job for you. Why go through all the bullshit of saying you're a better person, you change your lifestyle, and all this other stuff when you literally just said, hey, I sell drugs or I sold drugs and I can make more money.
When did he tell you that?
I'm just saying, this is during the interview.
I'm saying, why? So why did it was it in person?
Yeah.
So why did you see him?
I was interviewing him for the position, and then he asked about how much was the pay. And I said, oh, this is what I'm paying. And then
he filled out an application.
Yeah.
So therefore,
the application.
The process is he filled out an application and then you do a personal interview.
Yeah.
This is the process in court. All right. Part of the process in court is I get to say my last words. Right.
Why waste each other's time?
Because that's the law.
That is not a law.
I mean, well, it's his right.
It's not a right. It's not a law. It's not a right. That is more like a convenience. It's like, hey, I don't have to sit through the whole interview. I can literally just say, this is a waste of time.
I've literally watched damn near every serial killer documentary in history. Like the Green River Killer, everybody, like motherfuckers kill 40 people and they don't get cut off.
Yeah, because that's more of a convenience. Do you feel threatened by somebody who killed 40 people in a river, or do you feel threatened by somebody who's like, oh yeah, I'm a better person. I learned from my mistakes. Oh, you got 6 charges of domestic violence.
Well, them niggas got
I'll be
sense.
less threatened by somebody from domestic violence than somebody who killed 60 people.
Them niggas, goddamn it, they didn't do shit when they got their 900 years. This motherfucker,
I'm just saying,
did an Olympic style dive.
I'm just saying. Just from just a curious standpoint, who would you treat with more respect? The person who killed 90 people or the person who's domestic abusing his wife?
I don't know if I respect anybody. I don't know. I think it's kind of weird that you don't see that he should have been able to at least speak and then sentence him. Like I'd have heard him out and be like, okay, well, that was, now that we got through that, this was your ass about to get. I wouldn't have cut him off. You know what I'm saying? He's not even in his right.
Especially Savior. It's like you can fucking hate being cut off. Your ass
Yeah, you
Of
missed
all the
big
people in the
Young
world.
King.
Of all
Yeah,
the people
shut
in
the
the
fuck
world.
up. Why? Thank you, Candace.
Wait a minute,
Shut the
just
fuck
lie
up.
on me.
It's not that it's actually, I don't hate being cut off. I hate when people say they hate being cut off and then do the same thing. I'm like, treat the black, the pot calling the kettle black. That's what I hate. Don't be a hypocrite. If you say something, stand by it, but don't do it and then have an excuse for why you do it. Like, I'm gonna cut you off and then say, "Oh, I cut you off because you were talking too long." Then I say it's free game. If you cut me off, then I fear you can be cut off.
She being a hypocrite.
She didn't cut. I mean, even if she cut him off, that doesn't change. That doesn't say he should go and jump hurdle over the bench over it. Those are two different things.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm not feeling his stuff.
Hey man, I told you, fuck
think,
him.
I do think, like I said from the beginning, I think she will learn from a mistake, but I don't think she's going to change her.
You think she's
her
going to
style.
double down?
Yeah, she's going to double down and hire more deputies or whatever for court. I don't.
Now
see...
you got me curious about. Like, I want to check in on her, because if she got 4 motherfucking bailiffs with her, I'm not gonna dive over there. Never mind.
Yeah, she's gonna be like, "Oh, remember having the last time I said something to a guy who had domestic battery or whatever," and she's gonna double down. That's all I see.
You remember that meme with the graph with like the fuck around find out shirt?
Yeah.
She kept fucking around.
She
found out.
And like the reason behind every single domestic violence, I've been dealing with mental health, and I didn't know that I was dealing with mental health. And they put me in mental health court, and I still didn't know that I had a mental health problem until it was August 2022 when I realized I have a problem with this. And like having a dictionary and like understanding myself, getting to know myself a little better, and applying it to my personality. And having an epiphany at that moment, in those instances, and just like trying to learn from my mistakes, And I feel like I shouldn't be sent to prison, but if it's appropriate for you, then you have to do what you have to do. But I figure that, if I'm in a better place in my life, I'm not doing drugs, I'm not out there committing crimes now, and I feel like I should be given a shot because I'm in a better place than I was then. But that's, I'm a person who never stops trying to do the right thing, no matter how hard it is. And I just, and I'm trying, and I never give up trying to do the right thing. I know I'm not a rebellious person. I don't want to be standing here. I don't want you to have to.
This him saying all of this and know how it's going.
Yeah, that's so funny.
I'm not a rebellious person. I'm trying to do the right thing.
I'm not a violent person. I would never do a swan dive and a figure over the fucking podium to beat your ass.
I don't see her changing. I see her like, yeah.
She made the right decision. You know what? Just on him. One thing that kind of made me cringe that I didn't like is the thought of him beating a woman and bullying her. You better not come to fucking court and all this, because he's in trouble for that too. So fuck him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He also said, "Hey, if you feel I should go to jail, then you got to do what you got to do." So he opened the door as far as I'm concerned.
He didn't say what the consequences lie.
Right. Right. He didn't say what was in the room when the door got open. There was a lion in there. She just didn't say it.
You give ultimatums, and that wasn't even a real ultimatum, I would say. But if you get ultimatums, don't expect that you're going to get the best ultimatum in your face.
He trying to finesse. She didn't go for that bullshit.
I'll sit up there and waste your time as well, But the criteria of me saying this is that I'm a person that never stops trying to do the right things, even if it's.
By the way, thank you for that donation. Somebody said no more mutant, bro. Okay, well, nah, he trying.
Hard, and I
best I could. I have mental problems.
Thank you.
I think the court can trust that he is going to perform well on probation.
You know damn well this nigga is batshit crazy. His lawyer is trying to stand 6 feet apart from like, this nigga's got COVID, nigga. Stop it, nigga. This nigga lawyer don't even want to be next to him, nigga. His lawyer don't even got good enough vision to see what's on the desk. He don't want to stand next to him because he know this nigga batshit crazy, liable to snap at any single time. I don't know what y'all niggas is talking about. He knew this nigga was crazy. This nigga knew he was crazy. This nigga wore Biggie on the shirt because he knew it was crazy. He was sending all signals to everybody in the universe, including the judge. Bitch, you know I am crazy. If you don't give me something that I could deal with, and I think he knew he was going to go to jail, even though he was trying to say he wanted to go to jail. He was just saying, don't send me to jail for that damn long, or else I'm going to snap.
I think he's worth this risk. The court wants the 1948 as suggested by the DA. I would have no issue with that, but to suspend it rather than just send him to prison for any length of time. I think it makes more sense.
Your Honor, I'm sorry. To my mama, I'm sorry.
In circumstances and his ability to do probation successfully, that he can give this opportunity.
I appreciate that, but I think it's time that he gets a taste of something else because.
Oh, that's how it went down? This nigga already. First of all, anytime a nigga talking to you like this with his head leaned to the side, yeah, that nigga is, by even definition, this nigga is mentally not stable, okay? This nigga head leaned to the side, standing up straight. That nigga got devious thoughts going on.
She said, I think it's time for him to get a taste of something else.
She thought it was time for her to get a taste of something else too. I mean, not just funny.
She about to get workers' comp and all kind of shit.